Hey there, thanks for joining me today. I'm your name, and we're diving into a bombshell story unfolding within one of the most influential Christian leaders in America, Pastor T.D. Jakes. Shocking new reports suggest Jakes, the charismatic founder of the Potter's House megachurch in Dallas, is facing a deeply personal crisis as his wife of over 40 years, Serita Jakes, has reportedly decided to leave their marital home. The details surrounding this apparent breakdown of the famous power couple's relationship are still emerging, but the implications for Jake's vast religious empire could be significant. We'll take a closer look at this developing situation and what it might mean for the future. In a stunning and deeply personal crisis unfolding within one of America's most prominent Christian power couples, influential Dallas pastor T.D. Jakes is reeling after his wife of over 4 decades, Serita Jakes, has reportedly decided to abruptly leave their marital home. Multiple eyewitness accounts and sources close to the high-profile pair indicate that simmering tensions within the Jakes household have finally reached a boiling point, culminating in an emotionally charged scene last week as Serita Jakes angrily packed up her belongings and moved out while a distraught T.D. Jakes pleaded with her to reconsider. The exact trigger that precipitated this apparent marital breakdown remains murky, but the stunning development marks a stunning fall from grace for the famous religious couple, who have long been upheld as an exemplary Christian partnership within their sprawling Potter's House megachurch community and the wider prosperity gospel movement. As the charismatic founder and senior pastor of the Dallas-based megachurch, the 66-year-old T.D. Jakes has amassed a vast multimedia empire, best-selling book catalog, and unparalleled influence as one of America's most recognizable and prominent Christian leaders. His wife, Serita Jakes, has been a fixture at his side, playing an active role in the church's ministries and serving as a respected First Lady figure. However, the reported dissolution of their decades-long marriage threatens to significantly undermine T.D. Jakes' credibility, moral authority, and towering public stature, particularly given his history of emphasizing the importance of strong, God-centered relationships from the pulpit. As a leading voice in the prosperity gospel movement, the pastor has often held up his own marriage as a model for congregants, making this apparent domestic turmoil all the more striking. Representatives for the Jakes family and the Potter's House have not issued any public statements addressing the unfolding situation, and attempts by local media to get comment have been rebuffed. But the news has already reverberated throughout the wider Christian community, where many have long venerated the famous preacher and his wife as an inspirational couple. Some observers suggest the marital crisis could pose an existential threat to T.D. Jakes' vast religious empire, potentially eroding the trust and devotion of his massive following if the situation is not swiftly and carefully navigated. The prospect of the influential pastor weathering such an intensely personal and public upheaval has left many within the faith community reeling. It remains to be seen whether the Jakes can salvage their relationship or if this marks an irreparable breakdown of their decades-long of one of the most prominent pastors in the United States. The domestic turmoil enveloping one of America's most prominent Christian power couples is likely to have far-reaching implications that extend well beyond ministry could be quite substantial. It's a stark reminder that even the most celebrated Christian leaders are not immune to the same personal struggles that afflict any marriage. The way Jakes navigates this crisis, both privately and publicly, will undoubtedly shape how his legacy and moral authority are perceived within the wider faith community. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think this domestic upheaval will ultimately